This man had an incredibly strange habit. Every day, he would wipe down his desk 8 times, and the blackboard was spotless because of him. He had severe obsessive-compulsive disorder and couldn't stand seeing a speck of dirt. Despite this, he was the star player of the school's soccer team. While everyone else had already started their training, Aoyama was still washing his hands. He refused to drink water that others had touched, only drinking from cups that hadn't been handled by anyone else. Even then, he would wash the cup 80 times before drinking from it. Aoyama wouldn't accept the ball when it was passed to him, as it would dirty his clothes. Even if Aoyama scored and won the match, if his teammates tried to hug him, he would avoid them. His teammates felt that Aoyama didn't truly love soccer. But when they saw Aoyama alone in the locker room at night, polishing his ball, their opinions would change. Aoyama, despite his obsessive cleanliness, loved soccer, but playing made him sweat, and sweat meant dirty clothes. This was something he could never accept. However, he couldn't give up soccer either. In the upcoming match, none of his teammates scored, and Aoyama thought the team had nothing for Aoyama to care about. Aoyama showed off his muscular build to Aoyama, but Aoyama was finally ready to show what he could do. Using his chest to control the ball, Aoyama swiftly dribbled past the defense. Aoyama yelled to foul Aoyama if necessary, but Aoyama weaved past the defenders with ease. He had years of experience dodging, and now only the goalkeeper stood in his way. Aoyama skillfully sent the ball between the goalkeeper's legs, and the crowd erupted in cheers. No one could believe it. Aoyama had scored all on his own. Even Aoyama had to admit that Aoyama's goal was impressive. Moka, hiding in the crowd, was also amazed. Aoyama had managed to avoid having his clothes touched by the opponents, scoring with a beautiful flick of his foot. The coach admired Aoyama's style, which was all about avoiding being touched by the enemy. Aoyama's focus during the game allowed him to spot every opening. Once the defense showed a gap, Aoyama would immediately take the shot. His obsessive-compulsive habits had created an almost perfect personal space on the field. Zazen had to admit that although Aoyama's cleanliness bordered on extreme, he had undeniable skill. Despite this, Zazen knew that if he dirted Aoyama's ball, Aoyama wouldn't accept it. Aoyama admired Aoyama, calling him the future star of soccer. Aoyama planned to intensify his defense on Aoyama in the second half, and Aoyama found himself being defended by 4 players. Aoyama believed that the other players were useless, and Zazen tried to take a shot, but his skills were too weak. Just then, the rain started pouring down. The opponent managed to block Aoyama, but the whole team's performance suffered. Aoyama asked Aoyama if he knew how well he fit in with their school. The coach noticed Aoyama's strange behavior, and Zazen quickly asked if Aoyama was hurt. When he got closer, he noticed that Aoyama's shoes and socks were remarkably clean. Zazen realized that Aoyama simply didn't want to step in the mud during the rain. Zazen, frustrated, told Aoyama to leave the field if he didn't have the spirit to fight. Zazen didn't understand why Aoyama had chosen their school. He felt he had misjudged Aoyama. With only 5 minutes left, Aoyama intercepted the ball and took a shot. Zazen moved to block it but ended up deflecting the ball with his face. While Zazen didn't have much talent for soccer, he still wanted to win, even against strong opponents. In the final play, Zazen headed the ball away, and Aoyama watched the entire process. However, the goalkeeper barely touched the ball with his finger, sending it off course. In an unexpected moment, Aoyama moved swiftly and kicked the ball into the net. But as he did, he fell into the mud. Zazen was confused. If Aoyama hated getting dirty, why did he go through with this? Aoyama explained that he could tolerate the last 5 minutes, but he couldn't stand losing. Zazen sighed. Despite Aoyama's obsession with cleanliness, they were both determined not to lose. After the match, Zazen tried to hug Aoyama, but Aoyama dodged him. Though he didn't accept the hug, Aoyama praised Zazen's header, which made